Beautiful and amazing people, welcome back to its underscore Sugano's channel here. I'm just welcoming you with a very warm welcome. Although today some of the things did not go very well. Today I think I woke up with a very bad luck because the day cornered, and I don't know why. It was just yesterday where the monkeys destroyed my maze. Now also today something strange also happened because the way we are just seeing me here, I'm just from the police station to check up for one, two, three things because some things do happen and you just find yourself without even you knowing but you are just being involved. So I had to respond so as we can go on with the case and make it something to be easier. Today, guys, I just want to talk to you to hear uh, for one to three some things that are just ongoing here in Nyabohansi. So, guys, today I want to tell you that um, as I am just seeing how matters are just moving forward in our village here. Now, I'm just seeing that one day we will have a very big conflict that will just affect our village for some years, and I don't think if it will just end easily because uh, I have seen another people just reacting on others, and yet they does not have um, any idea on what is just going on because I have seen different reactors, but there are those that you can just even see yourself and you just add up yourself and understand, and you can also judge this kind of the person. So if um, someone made his or her content saying serious matters, is it necessary for you to go and react on it, and yet you don't understand what is just going on, you see? So this our village here, the Nyabuhasa YouTubers does not understand each other. So there are few that understand each other and work together, uh, move together and push many things together. But there are those that are there to make sure that um, they are destroying others' channel. They are just talking nonsense to their channels, and I don't understand why. Instead of to create peace and unity here in our village so as we can develop as a village, because if someone wants to do his or her things, you see, if you want to do yourself things, you want to develop yourself, and what about others? Not all of them are like you see. So others are just there to make sure that even them are struggling so as they can develop and become like you. But maybe you are just behind. Not only YouTubers but very many people, they are just behind on others to make sure that they does not succeed or they does not achieve uh, some kind of maybe dreams or goals, you see. So I was just saying that if it was possible for mostly for Nyabohansa YouTubers to reunite again, come together, make content that concern your matters, you see, guys. And if okay, let me say this, and if it is maybe that reaction that it is a must, but you have to have, you need to have that more information on what you are just reacting on, you see. But if you know that you don't have any content, you depend on only reaction, and you just peep in other people's video, take some information, repost again, react on it without you even investigating more about the information that you got and you reposted. That is a very bad thing, and um, you are just creating yourself problems. So that is what I can say. So you have to be keen on what you are just talking to other people, because if you have seen they are quiet without taking any action, so you also have to be keen. That's what I can tell you. You don't know what their silence mean. You don't know what their silence tells them to do you. So you have to be careful, and you have to learn other people's things before you just react on. And I can see another amazing lady here. I don't know if I can call lady or a woman. I don't know. How are
You
you?
can call me everything.
Everything. Okay, you can just hold the camera. So you are the host, I'm the guest.
Thank you so much for
Mhm,
hosting me into your channel.
mhm,
I go by the name at Lucky Black underscore KE.
mhm.
That is my YouTube channel. I already told you guys I do gender-based violence, slow living in the countryside, village African village life, raw and uncut typically. Yeah, I'm glad to have I can call him my brother here, Sigano. Thank you so much for hosting me in your channel today.
Wow, well. So I have heard something like gender-based violence.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us more about that, because maybe other people does not understand. Like me, I don't have much idea on it.
You don't have a much idea on gender-based violence. So
Yeah.
I'll be explaining to you
Mm-hmm.
more of the thing day in, day out until we get a catch up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is best at this idea. You can be best at doing mansion,
Mm-hmm.
doing electrical engineering, doing what, and you're not best at sociology and other cultural ethnicity and all the like. So
Mm-hmm.
much not to be said, that one only deals with more of balancing the girl child and the boy child in the society, as much as female and male.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gender is looked up or upon down the society.
Yeah.
So it's just making sure that the rights are shared out equally. Like just yesterday we were saying,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody, whoever watched my channel at I am lucky underscore KE, I uploaded the video yesterday. We had Gano and Fundi Duke. Fundi Duke gave it a clear explanation and a living testimony that he was unbalanced
Mm-hmm.
at the sector of education. So they really just saw that it's better to educate the girl child, and then they left down the boy child. So he's striving and passing through his hustling because he was sidelined, guys. So these things are real in the society.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is just basing on the rights of the girls, basing on the rights of the boys. There are rights that are not met equally in the society, and there are customs and rituals that are being practiced that they suppress the voice, or they suppress that potential of a girl child um, in her roles or in her day-to-day in activities, from her growing up, maybe from teenager. Others pass through childhood trauma, maybe postpartum, it's called what? They get ATDH, attention deficit disorder. They go and get child trauma, and then they get peer pressure at the teenager, and then they get early maturity to adulthood because of this ritual. Say, for example, female genital mutilation. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you give us a clue on how you have ever encountered it lively, or even reading, or even seeing through the news? Yes, you have to say it. That is now what I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, it's Gano is seeming like he's shy about this issue. It
No,
seems he
no,
knows a hint of it.
not that I'm shy,
Yes.
but I'm just figuring it out. But whenever the idea will just come, I will have it to you.
You'll have it to me.
Yeah.
So, guys, that is just basically fighting for the rights or fighting for some rituals or customs in the society. Early teenage pregnancies that are due to female genital mutilations, once they reach a certain age, they're told, you now go get, I don't know what's mutilated, in quotes, circumcised. Others, they're told, you just go and get married because you're a girl, you give us cows. So you are a cow. So they base you like a cow. There is another video I uploaded to you about early marriages at it's Gintu village. You see, my things are just hand to hand. African ways, living in society, and then how those cultures are being practiced and how we are to now stand against them, and we stand advocating for the girl child and the boy child. You see,
Mhm.
I have to be quoting the boy child because these guys are be like, oh, you are seeing a lot, mnatuonea, so you are seeing upon us, like you are sidelining us. No, I'm not sidelining you. Yeah.
So maybe I can ask you a question.
Yes.
So according to the world of today, you see,
Yeah.
and the government of today,
Yes.
which which gender are you seeing that it is being sidelined mostly?
According to me, with how we are going about this thing, there is no gender which is being sidelined, to the fact that there are rituals and customs that are appearing, or they're appearing to lose one gender and they're defending another gender. So those rituals are the ones that we are going to stand up. But the government, or rather the organizations and everything, they are holding it up everybody's rights, like from teenager, adult, female, male at any age, old age, you see, they are advocating for every gender.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay, but mostly I have heard the cases of that maybe traditional practices
of course.
being complained in the village that oh, they are just affecting mostly ladies. But I can say that nowadays, like here, you know, we have something that we call sub counties. You see,
Yeah.
in our sub county,
Yes.
they have lowered. You see the what
The
the what?
chance, the cases.
Yeah, but there is also another sub county where the this what we call, I mean, they are mostly uh, honored or respected or obeyed or followed. You see, the
They are
traditional
practiced.
practices.
They are practiced.
Yeah, they value mostly their tradition, so
Mm-hmm.
they can't hear any complaint. You see, so they just follow their tradition,
And
how,
their rituals.
yeah, how it started. And also it have been seen that also the ladies support because they understand they were born there. But in other hand, the government is saying that this kind of the gender is being misused. So how do you
Okay.
say about that?
Okay, let me I've already gotten you. Well, thank you for that, posing that big issue here now. So guys, we are coming out loudly and clearly from our village. So he's saying there are some areas or some divisions that this thing are called, maybe to be specific, female genital mutilation, which is at a targeted high, which leads to other early pregnancies, early marriages, unwanted pregnancies, drop school dropouts, illiteracy, and yeah, you doom your dreams and you don't pursue your dreams well. And you are being taken as you are now a maiden of the society. You are to be sent there. Go fetch water. You know, now go. Go and grind this meal in the grinds mill. Go fetch us vegetable. You see, go to the shamba. Do this and do that. Fetch water. Take the cattle down to the river. Come feed the cattle. Come milk out.
Mhm.
Come go and sell these things and bring us food on the table here. And no, by that time you don't have any cash. You don't have any idea. So you're struggling. You're hustling. You're really, and you don't want to give us a child. You are married here. You should give us children. You say a year in, year out. After 3 months, you're expectant. You are breastfeeding, and the child is crying. Another one has some URTI, that is upper respiratory tract infections. They are like, tcha, tcha. They have
Mhm.
bronchitis. You run to the hospital, so you live a miserable life. Like your dreams are shattered. You see, guys. So not that those ladies that are supporting these things, and you mean those ladies to the account that so now those who are doing the practice, those who are doing the cut, it's because they are behind they don't have a light. They're not educated, they're not learned, they are illiterate, and most of them they are superstitious. You see, they have it as a belief that it is a custom that has been being practiced. It was passed down to me from my grandmother to my grandmother, from my great that and that and that. So they be like they are in deep into it, accustomed that are superstitious, something like it is like the way you are Christian, you can say, if I pray to God through Jesus Christ, and they will hear me and they will answer my prayer. So with them, they are superstitious. They be like, if we practice this custom, we will be appeasing our gods and we will be pleasing our gods and our spirits. And I don't know what this blood is being shed, and I don't know it will be doing what. There are really a lot of mentality that is hooked upon that thing to be told, these things. Now people are coming out here, they're only enjoying life. I don't know, they're enjoying life, and down here people are suffering because they don't have this ways to raise it up. And guys, so you're gonna support that? We're not gonna support that. We're gonna stand out for the rights. That is why you see, even in our village nowadays, we are really apprehending for the girl child. We are supporting them. There are some organizations that are even supporting them. Yeah, from the health institutions, the schooling, the chiefs camp, the administrations from different places, and also us in the village here, wherever we are walking while our ears and eyes are open, and we are seeing these cases, and we report them, and we cancel them, and we send them to the institutions. So guys, continue watching, subscribing, liking, and sharing, commenting to my videos. If it is tough for you to get my link, I'll pin it down at Itsigano's channel, and he's gonna pin it down. Yeah, and you wanna catch up on me. So Itsigano, do you have any other?
Yeah.
Yes.
So according to how you have just said,
Yes.
so do we have to blame illiteracy or traditional practices that they are just affecting the ladies?
You see, as per that, people are really be like, "Oh, we are coming from a poor background. We are not able to be getting to be educated, and now that the light are being shed out, there was a time the adults, they were being taken back to school. It was called a Gumbaro school. There is a certain time, there is a certain era that a certain president from Kenya, from our country, I mean Kenya, now here we are, brought about Gumbaru schooling, that is schooling of the adults. So despite that, people are still illiterate about it. So somebody be like, I don't have fare, I don't know, I don't have fees, I don't have fare, I don't have time to go and waste them there. I don't know, those young people, so they be like, they pose insults onto those teachers who are educating them. Or somebody's child to go and educate me about this and that. Somebody I was changing their diaper just down 2 days ago, I don't know, 2 years down the line, and then he come and stand and tell me this and that. You see, so such kind, it is kind of let's call it a mediocre. It is such a an ego, kind of. So you see, like, if now today you are our tutor or our lecturer here
Yeah.
in the village, and they be like, now it's Sigano who has just come from school yesterday here, he was training, and he coming to tell us he's a lecturer. So somebody, they be like, they have that ego. Yeah, we call it just ego. And yeah, somebody, they just don't want, they want to be in the century, they don't want to be updated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have understood, but
Your
I can
government.
say now that shows us that many people just complain that they are being maybe misused. It is also it's like they also need that, because you have just said that they
Yeah.
cannot accept maybe you going to stand in front of them telling this kind of things, you see.
Yeah.
So they want also themselves.
Yeah, of course.
So if they are like that, we can maybe leave them to complain or not complain. We can just leave them and continue with their life as they want.
yeah, really, you cannot really leave them, like you cannot really just abandon that thing and you say now let it be whatever it will not be. No, because you want to end this thing for it's now or not. It's now or never. Like you have to act upon it rapidly, because now the future of our society gonna be doomed. As the sun sets down, the darkness is coming out, so the darkness wanna be very very much outraged than the light, you see. So we need to see this light all over and through. These girls, they need the rights, they need to be them, they need to be learning and leaning. When I see leaning, I mean those guys, they need to feel themselves that they're girls, they feel themselves that they're ladies. Not that now somebody, they're being humiliated. They're being humiliated. They're being taken upon, they're just there to be controlled. You see, they're just there to be told and not to be heard, to be seen and not to be heard. You see, so those women, I think they should be motivated, and then they are grouped, and then they are taught. If it is teaching one of them, in a 10 heads, you might get that one about out of 10, there is one who is very sharp.
Yeah.
And they educate others. After they educating others, that is called mass communication. After the mass communication, you go now to the media, you set them, you tell them now this thing you have to say it, no and no and no to it, and they stand out against their rights. And when that time comes, when those old men who come out around, they say the spirit has come and has circumcised somebody, and this somebody, they need now to come, and they stand, and then we give them those tools, and then they go and do it. You see, those things are really weird, guys, in the society. I'm really telling you, it's a true story. True story, because our children have been dying. Our males have been shedding out blood and they've been dying. They're really been even buried. Buried, that you're taking somebody out to get circumcised and the traditions are leaning on you. They're taking you behind. They're taking you miles behind. Like somebody lost four sons. Do you remember that incident?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is from our division.
Yeah.
4 sons from the soil, from the womb. When will that woman now bear down the pain, and then come and impregnate 4 sons, and then again rear them? I think they were in a stage of converting from childhood to teenager. Mind you, he had left them to just be that way until he finishes, and he does that thing, she does that thing, or wherever in the society does that thing, maybe in the hospital, and then or from the church leaders, and seek it out just slowly. You see now, guys, that is a true thing that is to be told and to be given a light here. You see, guys.
Sure.
Now, despite the fact that, thank you, guys.
Yeah. So that is Lucky Black herself. She is telling us some of the true things that are just happening here in our village, guys, because I have told you that many of the things are just happening here, and maybe others are bad and others are good. And the funny thing is that those also, the bad ones, they are people who close their eyes to ignore and to forget about them instead of dealing with them, figuring the way that they can just um, convert that bad to become good. So they just assume and just run their things normal and assume that nothing like that have happened. Like we have had a lady just lost 4 sons because of tradition. So will we value tradition, traditional practices, or will we value the lives and the value of our people? So that's where now it becomes a challenge to many people, because sometimes we follow things that do not help us. We just follow for the sake of maybe our forefathers, that maybe our forefathers did this kind of a things. Our mothers used to do this, so maybe now the ladies are just saying that now us like ladies we have to act like them, or us like gentlemen we have to act like our forefathers, how they used to do this kind of things. You have just heard that someone is being circumcised spiritually, so you just being taken maybe under a very shade, a very thick shade, where there is maybe under some kind such kind of the practices are being done at the weird places where you can the places are just looking more suspicious, mostly under the trees that are dark, you see, where you cannot even able to see something clearly, even at at the daytime. So someone is being taken somewhere, told that just wait there. Now the village elders who now deal on and who now value most the traditional practices, now they just say that let us go somewhere and talk. So you just hold on there. Maybe you will get a response from our spiritual, I don't know, gods or what. Now you are just there, you as a boy, just waiting now what will happen. Although if you have an information, but you are also fearing, and suddenly you just feel yourself, you have changed something. You see, the feelings now have changed, and without you expecting, you just see now the village elders creeping slowly, coming to you and tell you that you have been circumcised spiritually, and they tell you most of the things, converting you. You see, cornering you, confusing you until you accept. So such kind of things, I don't know how we just deal on under, like the one of our Nabahansi YouTubers. Instead of reuniting, now you want to create enemies everywhere. So where will you work if you have enemies? Let's say um, I'm your enemy, maybe Fundiduke is your enemy, Masubuani is your enemy, Ayamara is your enemy, David Juni is your enemy, Ginty is your enemy. So where will you work, and yet your home is at Nabuhansi? So we have to be careful, and we have to take care of one another. So as at the end of the day, we are together and we groove as a team, as a team of Nabuhansi. We can develop our village. It is a very small village, guys. You can just develop it and change it into a very peaceful area where even we can be mostly visited, you see, and we can put it uh, uh, in the books of history that there's a very peaceful area, maybe called Nyabhansem. This is where you just get people understanding each other very well. This is where you just get um, maybe, let's say, the YouTubers sharing ideas very well without any conflicts. This is where you'll just get amazing things that you can just visit and be happy. You see, this is where you can meet different sides that are pleasant to some people. So just imagine now all of the Nyabuhansi YouTubers are on the same table, all of them, and they want to construct something special, maybe, or to start a very big project that will serve the village and all over the country. They can, I'm sure. They can. They can start a project that can serve even outside the country. That's what I know. Now, just imagine they are all together and now they want to come up with that project. How will you even feel? You just feel so grateful, uh, just expecting something to start in our village, and they will also create the job opportunities to our villagers here instead of littering, committing some crimes that affect other people. And that's where now we see some other people are saying that, oh, ladies are being misused, oh, maybe the boys are being misled by the old women. So if you, as you are maybe a YouTuber, now you are going to someone who have been misled or mistreated. Now you want to go and record him or her that she or he have been mistreated. So if you would have used that opportunity to take a video and reunite Nyabuhanse YouTubers, that let's come and start this kind of association, Nyabuhanse YouTubers Association, of maybe this kind of um, business. So we want to start a partnership. Let's build our premise so as we can have a very big business that can serve outside the country. You could have employed such kind of the people. They are just working there, and whenever you are just working and you go at night, you sleep and you have your money, just get a very peaceful sleep. So guys, let's continue from there tomorrow. I love you guys, and I really appreciate whoever have been subscribed to my channel. Very big much blessing to you from our Almighty God, and God bless you.